Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the home of the Ravens. Sold out M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Baltimore Ravens. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Chiefs take it over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Mahomes not wasting time. He'll throw. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down.
It's the game of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the 29-yard line.
First carry now for Kareem Hunt. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Swings this out for Hunt. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Got a man, that's Richie James. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield. 6-yard line.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Chiefs.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now Mahomes gives to Hunt. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. He finds his man. Complete. That's Flowers. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. They find some open field here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Well, we knew they had the crowd on their side. Their defense has already made a stop, and now here's an opening drive touchdown.
Yeah, how about the defense making the stop, defense feeling their momentum that they've generated and turning it into points on their side. So now you've got a team working together, and they've got the crowd involved fully on their side in this ball game.
And in this playoff atmosphere, that 12th man means even more. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On play action, it's Mahomes. That'll be caught. It's Tony. Touchdown! For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And if you're looking for proof of his speed, Next Gen Stats shows that he was traveling just over 21 miles an hour there. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, Jackson. He finds his man, complete. That's Flowers. And they're able to get this one across the 35. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. Now it's Jackson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Flowers. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Chiefs are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From midfield, here's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. So a nice run there, and I have to think a strong running game in the playoffs, maybe even more critical than the regular season. And if you go by the numbers, the man they have running it here, he was the best in the NFL.
And since he led the league in rushing yards, I think it means he's going to see the ball a lot in this game, too, because that's what they're built like. That's what they're built around. So I think the offensive line, the tight end, the wide receivers, everyone is coming together, wanting him to get the ball and get it off it, and they want to carve some holes out there for him.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That's what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on 4th.
Now, that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. 3rd and 7 now. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
Well, how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter if they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And that is caught for a touchdown, Kansas City. Isaiah Pacheco, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 14-7. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. He finds his man, complete. That's Flowers. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 16 more on that one and another first down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
That's going to be caught. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 33 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from evening this one up. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And right now we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction? We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The previous run good for 9. Here's second and a yard. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 50 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. Now after the run by Hunt, here's first and 10. Now Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hunt. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal.
The running game's played a huge part in getting him down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another second and goal. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing third and goal. Mahomes going to throw. Flush to his right. It's so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still fourth down.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Ravens come up big down at their own goal line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And now their defense came through with the goal line stand, got them the ball back. See what they can do about putting a drive together. Long way to go.
They need to reward that defense. A goal line stand, they've got to make that stand up themselves, right? Give the defense a chance to catch their breath on the sidelines. At least get 2 first downs. 3 would be better. Change field position. Let them catch their breath. We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's
in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. And this will be caught. It's Isaiah Hodgins. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Flowers. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Jackson from the shotgun. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. Down inside the 10. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 33 yards that time.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, but they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
They'll run with Dobbins. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Second and goal from inside the 5. Here's Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Isaiah Likely as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes. And now he'll fire deep downfield for James. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work to run it a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And some room to work. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 86 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. On target to his man, Likely. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
He finds his man, complete. That's Flowers. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And he's got it. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Second down, here's an option right. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw, it's Mahomes. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be fourth down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
Mahomes going to go on fourth down. Going up top. And he fires one that's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Ravens will take over possession here up at the 44. I guess we're at the point of the game where they do need to open up the playbook a little bit, start to take some chances down the field, but that one did not go as planned.
Yeah, these guys need something good to go their way, and they took an opportunity to take that shot there, but obviously that's not going to help. A tough play for them as they're trying to make their way back.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it but no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Now Dobbins again on second down. And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47. Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On third down, Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion. So now first and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 26-yard line. They go play action with Jackson. Throw right side here taken in by Bateman. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. And just a yard to go here on second down. Flushed out right. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. This is something that we've seen from Lamar Jackson since back in his Louisville days. He can be so dangerous with the RPO.
Yeah, and whoever designed the RPOs, it's almost like they had a guy like Lamar Jackson in mind because of his ability to...
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith, and he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here, they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game. But that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 103 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Right back to Dobbins on first. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1 yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up.
That's a great run right there on first down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
They'll try to run with Dobbins. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Dobbins. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
They'll come out in the pistol. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Ravens have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th. Tucker with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop it at the 23. It's 2nd and 12. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now. And
all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Jackson, options out left. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
And we'll go right back to Andrews. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. They have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw. They're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the 4th quarter.
And that they have in every way. And plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 140 yards rushing for him now as he has been a central figure in trying to get his guys to the 2nd round.
I know we're in the era of wide open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for